Flosstube, my name is Jennifer. I am the Calculated Stitcher. Today is March the 29th. I just got in from a field trip with my calculus and trig students. I will insert pictures at the end. I'm not sure how to do it in between. So we went to the, I do projects at the end of the year with all of my classes. And this year my trig class is doing a cross stitch project. And my calculus kids, they're seniors, and so they make a signature quilt for all the kids in their class to sign. So we went to a quilt shop, and the calculus kids, they had already calculated how much yardage they needed. They designed their quilts. They had everything. So they got to pick out their fabric. And then I took the trig kids on to Comfort, and they had to pick out, they could either choose from her Ada, her linen, or her perforated paper. And her is Wendy at the Tinsmith's Wife. And then they got to choose the color that they wanted. They're going to put their name. They haven't finished designing theirs yet because first we had to pick out the linen or whatever fabric. So they could calculate how large it's going to be, and they have to design it with graph paper and calculate the area, and they have to do all sorts of math for this. So anyway, so we went on a field trip, and it was so much fun. And I have a picture of all of my kids in front of the Tinsmith's Wife. I'll put at the end. So that's, it was so much fun. I'm all yucky though. I'm like, ugh. So I thought I'm going to do this video. I did a video this weekend, but it didn't work out. So I just erased it and thought, okay, I'll just start over. So you may not get to see all of my haul, but it's plenty. So it's okay. So let me start with my whips. I have not had much progress really since my last video in cross stitch. I sewed more than I cross stitched, so my nose is itchy. I just had to have a COVID test because I'm going to a workshop. My husband and I both are going to a workshop this weekend, and you have to have a negative COVID test, so I had to go get one in. So my nose is still itching. Isn't that funny? No COVID. It's all good. All right. So the first thing that I have worked on, and this one I just worked on a little bit. This is, what is this one called? I've forgotten. Martha Davies sampler right here. And it's so pretty and just very colorful. And I love it. And this is the Chessie and Me. There we go. I started this, I think, back in 2019 during Mania. I'm pretty sure start. It's on 36 count legacy linen, and this is how much I have completed. I have completed, this is new, the basket, this little thing right here, and the beginning of the bird. I already had all the letters and the stuff on the stuff on that side. So this is the new, and this is what it looks like now. I wanted something different because I've been working so much on When Thou Art Rich and my Berry Bowl sampler that I'm doing with Kippy, the academic stitcher. So I just grabbed into my bag of things I've already started and pulled it out, and that's what I worked on. Same thing for this one. This one I actually kept thinking about, and I thought, Jennifer, just pull it back out and work on it for a few days. So that's what I did. This is the Prairie Schooler, the ABC series. I don't know if it has a specific name, but this is the ABC. So the first 3 letters are in this booklet. This is a reprint. This is not a cardstock. Some of the ones that I own are cardstock. The others are just the reprint. So I started with the A right here. I have part of the star, part of the sail. I started up here and was working my way down to the water because I love the blue. It doesn't really look blue in my screen right now. We'll see what it looks like when I show you the fabric. And I'm going to do it all on one big, huge piece of fabric, I think. I'm not sure. I may end up cutting it apart. But I'm doing it, I think this is 28 count or 32 count. I don't have the paper in here. Yeah, 28 or 32. It's one of those two, I think. And I'm doing it over 1. I could measure it. It doesn't really matter. Anyway, so this is as far as I've gotten on that. And it doesn't look like it's very far, but that's a lot of stitches when you're looking at those teeny tiny ones. So, well, and for me, as slow as I am, then you know how it works. But I love this blue. So, and I'm just doing it in the called for colors, which are DMCs. So it's so pretty. I just love to look at it. Anyway, so that's how far I got on that one. Then that's the leftover, right? Yes. This is the linen that I did. I'm in Farm Girls. I'm one of her patrons, and so she had a swap, and I've never done one before. I was very nervous. I've never given, you know, cross stitch something for a cross stitcher, and so I was kind of nervous, and I didn't know what, you know, goodies you send with it. So I hope my person liked it. It got mailed last week. I haven't heard anything from them, so I'm hoping they got it. I have a tracking number. I just need to check it. But this is the fabric that I did it on, and let me show you what it was. It was Sweet Summer Come Again. It was supposed to be spring themed, but I thought this looked spring to me. Where I live, and the person that was my swap partner is actually also in Texas. It's hot. It is hot, hot, hot. And so strawberries don't really... The strawberries that I grow, they only grow in the spring, and then they will not, because it gets so hot here. Flowers won't grow like marigolds that everybody's like, oh, you know, they just live through anything. Nope, it's too hot here. Like they just die. Doesn't matter how much you water them. So anyway, to me, this looked very springy, and I actually made it into a drum, which I also will insert a picture at the end. I put some trim around here. Some pom-pom and a little teeny tiny thin chenille, like a little, I mean, it's super thin around the edge. I hope she liked it. I really do. I am still so worried. Anyway, this is a Blackbird Designs. I didn't say that. I'm going to stitch it again for myself because I loved it, and it was not difficult to finish. It didn't take long. So this is what took most of my stitching time, was to finish this. So those are my whips since I saw you last. Now, let me talk about, oh, well, no, I'll show you. I moved everything, and now I don't know. I had it right here. I'm in a chair that clicks. I've tightened the bolt, and I don't know why it still does that. All right, I guess I'll get to it in a minute. So I'm going to go ahead and show you my haul. Now, this I showed you last time, and I had a Father Kind and True, and it's an Alice Clark sampler. And this one is... I'm going to do this. My father passed away. It's been 5 years now. It's been a while. And my maiden name is Clark. And so I just think it's perfect. I didn't even show you. I'm so sorry. It's Cross Stitch Antiques is the name of the company. And this is the sampler. And it is so beautiful. And I love this verse in the middle. I just love everything about it. And here's the title, Alice Clark. So it doesn't call for a whole lot of flosses, and I think it's just beautiful. I've never stitched one of hers, and she has like I can't show it to you, but she has a version of the chart that's like super shrunk down, like it's about this size right here. So I guess if you want to take a picture and use like your phone or a iPad, because it is tiny. I mean, you can see it, but it's not. But then she has it on, I'm just going to hold it this way, big sheets like this that you can pull apart. So you get both of them, and they're not attached. They come out. So I think it's great. I think it's a wonderful idea, because after I've carried these around, they start falling apart anyway. I mean, I'm not very good with now if somebody lends me one, then yes, I would make copies and do that. But if it's just for me, I just, you know, it's mine. I'm going to use it. So anyway, I'm very Oh, for a second there, I thought I hadn't been filming. Sorry about that. Okay, recording, not filming. So this I am going to start very soon, probably this weekend. But like I said, I showed this to you previously. Wow, that was a long tangent. But today I picked out this fabric at the Tinsmith's Wife while my students were walking around and looking. It's mocha. It's 46 count mocha because the called for colors are 100-3s. And so Wendy was very sweet and she went and pulled the ones that she had. There's just a few more. I think 4 more is all I need for this. So I think those are going to look great on here. And I love a dark linen. So I am going to be starting that one very soon. I also got this, and I should have shown this last time because I had it then, but I found a bag of stuff that I forgot that I had not shown. Anyway, so this is the Plum Street sampler, This Happy Morning. And I got the vintage kit. So I'm very excited. I know Kippy started this one. And it's so pretty. Maybe I should start this one this weekend. Oh, decisions. That house, look at that. Look at that. It's so pretty. It's a barn, not really a house. Looks more like a barn. Okay, so today, oh, there they are. That's what I was looking for. Oh, hold on one second. Sorry about that. My husband was calling, so I had to check and make sure everything was okay. All right, so I don't know where I left off, but when we went to the Tinsmith's Wife, she had the Plum Street, the ones that I pre-ordered, and Brenda Gervais patterns with the needle and thread had come in. So she had already pulled the ones that I had asked for. I didn't really have time to shop for anything else other than I knew I wanted the linen. And so I'll get everything else later. So these are the ones that she had pulled for me. This is Keeper of the Pins, and I'm sure y'all probably seen all of these already. These are her new releases. And I think I own a bunch of her, this is Brenda Gervais with the needle and thread. I own a bunch of her like little things like this. And I'm like, why don't I ever start one of them? And I love this one with the buttons. I have jars and jars of vintage ball jars that are full of buttons, and my mother does too. So I may pull out some like mother of pearl buttons and make this, because that is just the cutest thing ever. So I got that, and then the Seasons of the Heart. I got this one, and I thought these you don't buy anyway. She explains how to make them in the book, so if you're interested, because like I was online trying to find them before I got the chart. Then I started reading the chart at lunch today when the kids were eating, and come to find out I don't have to do that. So this is another one I would like to start now. Elizabeth Hunt, this is one of her samplers. I love Brenda's samplers. I think they are underrated. Like, I don't think she gets enough accolades for her samplers. This little girl stitched it when she was 7. I was reading this again when the kids were eating lunch. And this is the one that she said that she actually has 2 samplers that was stitched by the same little girl. One when she was 6 and one when she was 7. And so she says in here that she is going to reproduce the other one soon, she hopes. Then from Plum Street, I got God Bless America. This eagle and this house and the penny rugs, all the way. Oh, it's just beautiful. God bless America. Amen. And here is the title. So I got that one. Love it. This is Plum Street, Adorn Your Heart. So Plum Street. I love the little angel. I love all. I just love it all. Her grass. Look at her grass. It's so cute. Adorn Your Heart. There's also a pin cushion you can also make. This is My Garden House. Plum Street. And it is a drum. Of course, you don't have to stitch it as a drum, but I love drums. So it's super cute. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Then she pulls these for me every time. This is Little House Needleworks, Fall on the Farm. Yeah, Fall on the Farm. I haven't started it, but I'm just buying them as they come out, so I have them. Then this is June Quaker from the Heart Needle Art. And again, I'm buying all of these, so when they come in, she pulls them for me. So I got June Quaker, and that's it. Okay. Now, I uncovered. These are my whips for my Dear Jane. This is what I've spent most of my time on since I saw you last. And this, I'm going to show you as I'm talking. This is a quilt that is made, the original quilt was made in the 1800s during the Civil War by a lady named Jane Sickle. It's in a museum somewhere up north, Midwest, somewhere. I can't remember. My mom knows. And it has like over 5,000 pieces, I think is what it is. And these are all made with 1800 prints. When I saw this, I thought, oh my gosh, that can't be an 1800 print. You would be shocked at one of the ladies who does a lot of reproducing. She actually has pattern books and fabric books from the 1800s, and they had some wild prints. So anyway, but these are all supposed to be reproduction looking fabrics that I'm using in the quilt. So they're not exactly like hers, but I was very proud of my stripes matching up pretty well. I got these to go that way, and then anyway, I was very impressed with myself there. Anyway, there are 169. Don't look at this one too closely because they don't match up so well. There are 169 of these. Now, this is a 5 by 5 inch block. Now, when it gets sewn in, of course, it will be finished at 4.5 inches square. There are 169 of those because there are 13 rows with 13 in each row. And then there are the triangles that go around. There are 52 solid triangles and then 52 piece triangles. As of right now, I have only 12 more of these blocks to make. I'm so excited. My mom's probably finished them all. We picked out some fabric. So I have 12 more of these blocks and 13 more triangles. So I have one more side of pieced triangles. Now we haven't cut out the solid triangles yet. And this is the first block on the last row. So that means I have 12 more after that. And so those take a lot of time. And I did actually finish some triangles, but they're over there. So you get the gist of it. So I think that's it. Oh no, I do have some wool haul also. So, hold on one second. Okay. I received my wool subscription box from Lisa Bonjean, Primitive Gatherings. And I know I just got one, but that was actually January's. So this one is March's. It's every other month. So there was just a cute little bundle of, doesn't this just look like spring? It looks like spring to me. Not a pattern. It's just a bundle of wool, which I think is wonderful. We also got 2 recipe cards and a stitch card. I love these. And this one, because I don't know the stitches for wool applique or embroidery, just in general, except for basic stuff. And this is stitching card 20. So I'm wondering if they sell these. I'm not sure. So I can catch up and get all of them. Then in our box, there was also this, and I showed you, they're octagons, and there was one in the January box, and so this is an octagon for this box, and there's going to be one in every box, and then we're going to do something with them at the end, I think she said. Then, oh, I didn't show you, but this is the kit for the octagons. Then this one is the kit for the quilt that they're making. This is the one they started last year, so I have to go back and purchase these previous patterns. So I'll have the whole thing to make the whole quilt. And then, this is super cute. Then we received, how cute is this? And I'm not a bright color person, but I love, he looks like a chocolate bunny, doesn't he? And I love these carrots. I love this down here. I love this whole thing right here. It's so cute. And so here's all the wool to make that. Oh, so sweet. So we have that. That was what was in our wool box. This summer, I'm going to straighten my rooms with all of my sewing and cross stitch and get organized, and I'm going to purge a lot of things. And so I have to figure out how to list things for sale. Some things I'm going to give away. Some things I'm going to sell, try to get some money because we have another kid going back to college. And so it's just going to be a little more expensive. So I'm going to try to make a little money that way. Anyway, so I just feel like I'm putting everything in boxes. But this summer I'm going to get it all organized. That's what I tell myself. All right. Then this is a order I had made a while back and I got from them. And this is some trees. It was Winter Wonderland trees. And it's the kit. This is the kit just with the wool and the pattern. And then I also got, they were selling the stands, and they're made out of just like, it looks like, I don't know what kind of wood that is. What kind of wood does that look like to you? Anyway, but these are the stands to make the 3 different sizes of trees. So I got all of that. Then, sit right there. I have some die cut things over here because I have a journaling video to make after this one. So everybody's at tennis practice right now. This one is a kit for Carrie Atune. And this is a pattern that is in, what is it? It's her part 2, Wool, Needle, and Thread 2. It's a book that I own. But they had the kit, and I thought, oh, I want to make that one. And it was very inexpensive, so. Then this is the Beekeeper kit. Isn't it sweet? And it holds your scissors. I love this. And again, Primitive Gatherings, and it's the kits. When you order from them, their website, you can put that you just want the pattern, or you can get just the kit if you already own the pattern. There's also an option to get the Valdani or thread pack also. And I never get that one because it's a lot more expensive and I don't know what I'm doing yet. So I'm just going to wait on that until I'm ready to actually start one, and then I'll invest in that. Plus Wendy has it at the Tinsmith's Wife. She has a whole bunch of Valdani. So then this one is Follow Your Soul. I love this. I love the sentiment. Follow your soul. It knows the way. That to me is just perfection. The colors are a little bright for me, but I think it'll be fine. So, I mean, they're not, you know, obnoxiously bright, but I do love this one. I need to make something small, so I feel more confident that I can make something like that. All right, now I'm looking around. Oh, I almost forgot. Hold on, I gotta reach over here. I'm sorry, I'm still here. I just put them over there so I didn't drop them. Okay, last thing is Dovo scissors have been discontinued. Like, they're not making them anymore for crafting purposes. I think they're still making them for hair and maybe medical. I can't remember what they said, but they're not making them for like cross stitchers anymore. And so I went ahead and bought a pair. They're really pretty, just to have them. And these are the ones I got. They said they were good for I was reading this heart hanger, because I do want to learn how to do that someday. And then I I had to get a pair of these. I got these from Brooklyn Haberdashery, and they have the new 3 colors on pre-order right now. So if you want them and they are pretty colors, I had to have the red. I mean, you see, look how well that goes. I am a red person, love red. And so these are, oh my gosh, I love these scissors. I mean, I love everything about them. I have not used them yet. I've just like played with them. I hope that doesn't break the Flosstube rule of not using something. But anyway, like I said, Brooklyn Haberdashery has them on pre-order right now. So if you look on their website, it's Brooklyn, like Brooklyn, New York, brooklynhaberdashery.com. And I'll try to link it if I remember it. Sometimes it takes me a couple of days. So, but just Google it. It'll be fine. All right, now I'm looking around, and I think that's it. Because now I need to go and video the April journal video. So, all right, I think that's it. So I hope everybody's doing well. And until next time, be kind to each other. Bye, Flosstube.